Welcome back to English News Today, your source for insightful and comprehensive coverage of the world's most pressing issues. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu recently addressed a joint session of the U.S. Congress, delivering a powerful message aimed at garnering support for Israel's ongoing war against Hamas in Gaza. However, his speech was met with significant opposition, as pro-Palestinian protests erupted both inside and outside the capital. These protests highlighted the deepening political divisions over the conflict in Gaza. Netanyahu emphasized the shared threats faced by Israel and the United States, stating, "Our enemies are your enemies." He framed the conflict as a fight against Iran, describing it as the most radical and murderous enemy of the United States of America. While Netanyahu's speech received a warm reception from many Republican lawmakers, it drew sharp criticism from prominent Democrats. Former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi called it the worst presentation of any foreign dignitary in Congress and stressed the need for a ceasefire to bring hostages home. Protests outside the Capitol were intense, with demonstrators accusing Netanyahu of war crimes. Inside, 5 individuals were arrested for attempting to disrupt the speech. In response to the protesters, Netanyahu declared, "You have officially become Iran's useful idiots," underscoring his assertion of an axis of terror threatening both the US and Israel. Netanyahu detailed the threat posed by Iranian proxy forces in the Middle East, claiming they aim to challenge American dominance by first conquering the region. He positioned Israel as a critical ally in this struggle, calling for expedited U.S. military aid. Drawing a parallel to World War II, Netanyahu quoted Winston Churchill, urging America to give us the tools and we'll finish the job. He stressed the importance of ongoing military assistance from the U.S. to ensure Israel's survival and regional stability. Notably absent from Netanyahu's speech was a detailed discussion of the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. While he claimed that Israel provides sufficient food aid, he accused Hamas of diverting these resources. Netanyahu's vision for Gaza's future involves a demilitarized and deradicalized enclave under Israeli military control, with a civilian administration led by Palestinians not seeking Israel's destruction. Despite the numerous standing ovations, the absence of at least 39 lawmakers, primarily Democrats, underscored the growing political divisions in the U.S. over the Gaza conflict. Among the absent was Michigan Democrat Rashida Tlaib, who held a placard accusing Netanyahu of genocide and war crimes. Conscious of the potential return of Donald Trump to the White House, Netanyahu expressed gratitude for Trump's previous support, including the relocation of the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem and the recognition of Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. Meanwhile, in Israel, families of hostages still held in Gaza gathered in Tel Aviv to silently protest Netanyahu's speech, reflecting their growing despair over the prolonged conflict. Shortly after Netanyahu's address, the Israeli army announced the retrieval of 2 hostages' bodies from Gaza, highlighting the ongoing tragedy and the urgent need for resolution. Thank you for joining us at English News Today. Stay tuned for more updates on this and other critical global issues.